6 p.m. Central. But I wanted to share kind of a quick little impromptu review with you. I'm going to showcase or kind of walk through a couple of the newest Restreamio features. I'm a little excited about this, and I'll tell you why. So first of all, and again, I didn't structure this like I normally do my lives. So we're going to really do this in real time and kind of walk through and see. But here's the thing. In the past, I've done some reviews comparing StreamYard to Restreamio, and I still absolutely love StreamYard hands down because their features are incredible. They're even at this point allowing you options to be able to do kind of like a members type of area so that you can replace your Zoom account eventually just using StreamYard. So trust me, they've got a lot of features that are really stellar. But what I'm loving, because I got beta access early on to Restreamio, what I'm loving is the idea of being able to have access to many, many more platforms. So to me, this is the biggest difference that I'm seeing. So StreamYard, if you have the free version, then you have certain capabilities, and the free was never enough for me. So I'll just talk about the two paid versions at this time. In StreamYard, there is a paid version that's like your basic level. Okay. And at the basic level, you have the option of being able to stream to two platforms at once. Unless you do connect your account to Restreamio, which is what I'm in right now. I'm actually using the Restreamio Live Studio, and that's where I'm making these comparisons, okay? So Restreamio, let me go back. So the basic gives you two. If you do go to the next level, which is the highest level of paying for StreamYard, then you have up to five different platforms that you can stream to. And if you use Restreamio at all as your option for streaming in StreamYard, you cannot use any other platforms. You can only use Restreamio, but it does limit your capabilities as far as the comments and some of the other features that are turned on. It's just not the same. So typically I would not do that. Hi, Stacy. Happy Friday. And there is Pat Flowers. Okay, so you're seeing right now one of the things that I don't necessarily like about Restreamio, but I love it in StreamYard. Notice how teeny tiny the words are. So there's my Natalia and Victoria. She said, gosh, I'm glad I didn't pay for the entire month. Well, look, here's the thing. I wouldn't hang it up yet. I wouldn't hang up your hat yet with StreamYard because if you do have Restreamio, you can certainly do a lot, but I still feel like the features are not quite as developed. Let me be honest and real. Okay. So again, up to 5 total with StreamYard. With Restreamio, the biggest difference is that you can multicast to a whole lot more different platforms if you need them. So if you're thinking about an example, I was just kind of sharing this in my group on an impromptu video too. If you need use cases, what we're talking about is, let's say you do a live stream every week or twice a week or every day, and you want it to go to Facebook, to multiple groups in Facebook. You have a guest on and you want it to go to their group as well. You have a business page, you want it to go to the business page, a YouTube, a Twitter, Twitch, and you may have some other platform that you want this to go to. If you wanted to do that, you will be limited in StreamYard from being able to do that. But you have other features that will make up for that inside of StreamYard that you will not get in Restreamio. So in Restreamio, the biggest advantage is that you can send to a whole bunch of different places and you're not limited like you would be with StreamYard. Now, here's what I saw as far as some newer features that I like in Restreamio, because I really do think that they're paying attention to the feedback that they're getting. Thus, the reason why they give people like me and others beta access to be able to see these things in advance and comment on them and say yes or no, right? So they have, of course, updated the back end of the live studio a while ago to allow you to be able to recolor your features. So for instance, you'll notice when I pop up some of these, here, let me try to do this, make sure that I'm on full screen right now. I'm going to pull up Victoria's comment. So notice how her comment actually has the pinkish, my raspberry pink border. Happy Friday to you and a great weekend to you too. So now, previously they didn't have that. Previously you had to go with their blue, but now you have that feature. The other thing they still have available, which they had from, I don't know if I'd say the beginning, but they've had for a minute, is the option for you to be able to add like these overlays. So notice that right there that I just added. I can add their overlay if I wanted to, which I don't. I'm going to add my own back. You can change backgrounds. You can even add participants' names. Now, on my screen, it's teeny, teeny, tiny when I show the chat. So I wonder what it's looking like for you, but it feels like it's really tiny. Whereas on Streamyard, you can see really big letters. When people's comments pop up, they go across the bottom of the screen. Let's see about captions. So with my captions, it's a little bit bigger. So that gives me a little bit more visibility, which I'm good with right there. That's sizing. So one of the things I probably give them feedback on is to kind of take a look at the chat and see if they can update that so that the text is bigger and easier to see. But here's a couple of other things that they've done. So one is they have increased the number of guests that you can invite. So previously you weren't able to even invite guests. That feature was not turned on. Now you have the ability to click on a little plus sign. I wish I could show you this at the same time, but I don't think I can without messing up my camera. But there's an invite guest button inside of Restreamio that currently gives you up to 6 stream participants in their free version. And if you need more, you can upgrade. Now I have access, I think it's to 8 at this time. So you can have a whole bunch of people inside of your Restream doing interviews, like doing a group interview, a group chat that is being broadcast to all these different locations. You get what, can you see some ideas that might come out of that? So that's one thing. The second thing that they've added is this. They've added the ability for you to be able to also do, previously you could share your screen, but you could only share your screen or share yourself. Share your screen or share yourself. Now they give you the option of being able to do both. So I'm going to try to share my screen right now. Look at that. So now I can show my head, my talking head, along with whatever the screen share is. And you can change sizes similar to what you can do inside of StreamYard, although it's still very limited. So you would want to be really careful here that whatever you're showing on screen is something that's going to show up properly if it's cut in half. Does that make sense? So see how that is? I'm trying to show my website and I can't get the full view. The only way to get the full view is by putting it in that mode, which makes it smaller. Okay. So there are some new options and I'm actually kind of encouraged by that. There's also something called the spotlight feature. So let me figure out how to make that happen again. Let's see if we can do it. I can show myself in the very bottom of my screen, but it's going to be super tiny. And notice how I'm kind of struggling with figuring all that out because they don't do a great job really of making it clear where you change all these different windows. I'm just noticing that too. So let's try this again. Let's see. Okay, there we go. So you see how my face, my little teeny tiny square or rectangle is at the bottom? I don't know that I like that, but here's what I do like. I like that they're working on it, and I like the fact that they are, yeah, let's see. Oh, that's where you, so Spotlight. Spotlight changes you to be the primary versus the little miniature video. Heh, I mean, that's cool, I guess. So there's things that they're working on, I guess is what I wanted to show you. And I also wanted to play with it. So you gave me an opportunity to be able to do that today. Now I'm looking to see what other comments and questions I have. So Sherry says, good info. Awesome, awesome. And then Victoria says, wow, and a free version, that's impressive. Yeah, so you want to check it out. But here's the thing. I will be honest with you and say that there's been times when I have tried to, when I've tried to understand and interpret for someone else Restreamio's pricing, and I've fallen short because it's not super clear. So make sure that you read the page for yourself. And at the time you purchase, you may want to screenshot the purchase page so that you know you're clear on the pricing and what it comes with at the time you're purchasing. Part of it, I feel, is that they are trying to figure out what makes the most sense as far as their plans for the platform because they are moving quickly with adding new features. So I get it. Yeah, Victoria confirmed for me. She said it is super tiny. Wait, super tiny you on the bottom of the screen. I know. So I don't know what the benefit of that is yet. Does the software work well with Mac? That's a good question, Pat. I don't know. So I would suggest testing it out. If you have Restreamio, try the free version, even if you don't. Try this free version and see if that will work. I personally think that the best software for a Mac, if you're streaming, is probably going to be to stick with Ecamm, which I think you have Ecamm Live. So I would stick with that. Hi, Michelle. It's good to see you, ma'am. Yeah, so the thing I like is that Restreamio is continuing to upgrade and add more features, and I do think they're going to be a force to be reckoned with later on. I don't think right now I would hang up my StreamYard hat. I use Windows, and so that's why I recommend StreamYard for Windows because it's super easy to use. I also know of a lot of people who have Macs. And if you are using iOS devices or Apple devices at all, then Ecamm Live would probably be a good option for you. Although even comparing the two of those for Macs, from my understanding, since I don't use a Mac, StreamYard still seems to have a slight advantage over Ecamm Live because of the fact that it does give you the ability to be able to multicast to those up to five platforms at the highest level, their premium rate. Okay, so that's really what I wanted to share. I just wanted to let you all know that there were some updates and I wanted to play around with this thing. Oh, and I'll say for those of you who are watching like on Twitch or Twitter or somewhere else, YouTube, just know that we're going to be starting our new Let's Go Live challenge on July 13th. So you definitely want to become a part of my Facebook group. Our community is Get Noticed with Video VIPs. So you're welcome to come on over. It's free. We're doing a 5-day challenge to help you simplify how and what you need to do to go live. So really excited about that. But meanwhile, I will be back on Tuesday, my normal time. I just wanted to do a quick pop-up and share what I was seeing with Restreamio because I think it's kind of cool that they are adding features. I still think they have a little bit of ways to go. Yes, I do. The only other thing I would say before I leave, because I don't want to forget this, is for my group members who are over here and watching on the business page, because I should have told you this, you always get the special treats. The one thing I'll share with you is that there is a special over at AppSumo. It's called Hey Scribe. I'll find it for you. But it's a transcription service. I am testing that out right now, and I'll let you know on Tuesday what I think. But it allows you to put subtitles or SRTs into your videos, and it transcribes really with high quality. It's way better than the auto transcriber that comes with Facebook and Facebook and YouTube. And the reason why that may be important for you, and we'll talk more about this Tuesday, is that it's a one-time fee instead of you having to pay over and over again and do a subscription like you do with most of the transcriber services. Okay, so I'll share with you. Membership does have its privilege. That's right. So we're going to be talking more about that on Tuesday. All right, y'all. Have a good weekend and please stay safe. Happy 4th of July. Happy Independence Day. And I'll see you next week. Oh, last thing. The only other thing I'll tell you that Restream doesn't have, but I would love for them to have, and I'm going to tell them, is the ability to be able to upload short video snippets like we can in StreamYard. So again, still StreamYard wins in my book for now. Okay, talk to y'all later. You know I could go all day about video because I just get excited. But have a good weekend. We're gonna go watch Hamilton and eat some popcorn. See ya.